Welcome back, everyone, to Streaming with Ludus Infinium, and we are, let me mute this, sorry. We are doing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader finally. I like the servo skulls. The servo skulls are cool.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
And I am playing an Imperial Guard Commissar, because reasons.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
I mean, yes.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. My regards, Commissar.
Yes.
Finding you was a difficult task given your parents' fate and your upbringing in the Schola Progenium. Truly, our meeting is an act of providence, is it not?
I mean,
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you.
Once a Commissar, always a Commissar.
From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Excellent. Lead on, servant. I have played through the prologue and the first mission, quote unquote. I've done a couple. I've done a couple of missions just to make sure the game will run on my computer, and it will. So now to see if it will stream well.
Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Oh, that's a good noise. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you saw. Alright, let us use... there we go. I am so used to doing this on, with controller. For anyone who doesn't know and cannot tell because the microphone affects my voice, I have been very sick the past few days, and I've also been working. So I just recently got Rogue Trader, and I figure I would stream it. So
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
you okay?
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay. Ah, piss. And of course it's auto-saving again. That's where I want to go. This is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I've described the situation no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Aeon 6, Edelthrad? Listen in silence. While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach. What is this? What's this? What's this? There's something everywhere. Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion? I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is Ludus Infinium, the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward, Ludus Infinium. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6, a new world on the fringes of the Cronus Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed. For the second time, the mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Reasonable and prudent, however, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you,,, Ludus Infinium, are simply unaware of their existence. Me being a dick, number one. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand it, was still more than you could do, Ethelthred. Insolent nigger and upstart. How dare you? Ethelthred, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence with the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodore. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time. Kiss ass. So, Ludus Infinium, why are you here? I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that. Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There's a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. Okay, my name is Theodore von Valancius Massimo of Sacarius. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of Humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Ludus Infinium, are one of those with the von Valancius blood in their veins, and a rightful claim to my inheritance when the hour comes. Does this mean there are other heirs? Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelthred may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of the Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Volkschwier served me for many years before he made his mistake. Did I hear you right? He is related to you? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtveer's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be at least. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions? I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the voyage ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Now, I'm going to point this out because I did not notice this the first time I played through. The very first question, Navigator, translation, what are these things that you speak of? Of all the characters that you can make, I'm 99.9% positive they would all understand what that is. I think that is honestly just a grab at anyone who's just now getting into 40k. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warplane tricks on us in spite of the Keller field. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. Abelard. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. The ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Where is your ship headed? The Rycat system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my many peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Crest Expanse, and each of them possess resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I intend on it. I set the course for Rykid on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose of this voyage, but now is not the time. What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, and absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelfrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. I have no more questions. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent deck. Seneschal. If the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. Well, at me. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. I hate auto guns. I mean, I love the idea of them, but I hate the implementation of them.
Reduced to dust. One fewer target.
Damn, Abelard.
For the glory of the Imperium.
I like Mort.
How'd you like this?
I want Mort's Melta. Ha.
My ears are ringing.
Poor Abelard. Gets so abused by the enemy.
This'll leave a scar.
That's not going to leave a scar.
Death to the heretics.
As I use a stub pistol. Or a stub revolver. Yay. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse son survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. What are your orders? Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid, and be quick about it. Okay. Well, okay then. My 1-year-old is not wanting to go to sleep. Or at least go down for a nap. Thank Providence you are alive and well. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Mort, pull yourself together. What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away. And she teleported behind us. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! I have not yet received word from the Enginarium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officers' deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. And, a mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. The commissar answered. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and have the means to do both things at once. Ethelthred, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. I tried to locate him, but the last known thing about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it, Master of Whispers. Find Ethelthred immediately. Seneschal, locate Sloss and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Ludus Infinium. If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthred back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies in the house as the esteemed Arch-militant. In taking into consideration Ethelthred's psyker powers, then it's settled. Ludus Infinium. Find Ethelthred and bring him here, in whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? I hear. That's not what I clicked. Not everything is in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come on. It's not what I clicked. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk and you do not even have proper gear. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I see you have quickly earned Lord Theodora's trust, if she is already sharing her closely guarded secrets with you. But that is no longer relevant. Ugh, I am unconscious. Ugh. And now we hit a loading screen. I actually enjoy the prologue to this game. My apologies. Again, I have been sick. For anyone who doesn't know, I already have COPD, and I caught a cold on top of that. So now my coughs hurt a lot.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Voigtfer, you two-faced scum. You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of grok shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench, Fon Valencius, watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Get out. I am not your puppet. Yay, I am forced to do this. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Place your hand into the Sentinel's maw. And it bit me.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Ah, yes, the tarantula turrets.
Well, there is still another way.
Bye, Kunrad. I am not going to read this whole damn thing. Sorry, that's a cool bit of lore. I'm not going back over it for like the third
Escort the
time.
child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units, calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mo-
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voigtveer is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voigtveer openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind this mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Excellent. The true Commissar look. I love the hat. I really love the hat.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way, Seneschal.
Come.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home. With all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Possibly.
Don't you dare to cross us.
Are you ready to die?
No. I want you there. I want you there. Start the battle.
Follow my lead. Reduced to dust.
Reduced to dust. Someone's gonna die. Oh, damn it. because I am playing an officer character. Oh, please. Please gang up on him.
Just a minor setback. One fewer target. Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
Yay. Alright, so let's level up real quick. There we go. What goodies do I get? I'm going to get coercion. I'm going to give him carouse. Okay, now let's go to here. 7 to 11, 6 to 8, so no. Now to go pick up our third teammate.
The navigator sector is direct.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
See if I can just...
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the engine Seer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
I mean, can't argue with that. Officer's frequency to all who can hear me. Those with a weapon in their hands to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelstrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
We must see if the navigator is well.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Okay, let me see if I can get this to change again. Yes. I'm switching controls over to gamepad. I broke the game, didn't I? There we go.
Say no more.
Marching on.
Your doom has been foretold. I will level you.
It thud.
I've suffered worse. A tactically sound approach.
You say that now.
At your beck and call.
Was
Zippy zappy. I believe Master Thespiadus still lives. The servants are dead, but the chamber think the Emperor is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. Hey, are you alive? Your time is short. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Its march thunders the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Run, flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation, leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join the forces with Ethelthred and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms at the service go relayed to us earlier. Vespiatus, good luck, and thank you. Okay.
This master-crafted patella augment is not fit for a servitor.
Should I divine our next step?
The sooner we start.
Nope, nothing useful. Now to the officer's deck. Now for the coolest cutscene in the prologue.
The ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these people.
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
Told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Excellent.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Ludus Infinium von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by smears of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Do not even think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I will not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy.
Hehe.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your order serves the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
I
Dare
love
not
her.
provoke the whispers.
She is freaking cool.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Alright. Nope, not that one. That one. I don't remember if a sword or an axe is better. A sword is better than an axe, surprisingly.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Oh, please, you try.
Let's see. Move him here. Oops. That is not what I meant to do. Oh well. Mistakes happen.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. Eradicated.
See, here's the
As
problem you're
Emperor
going to
commands,
have.
I act. Each strike is a prayer.
You missed.
There is movement in the Empyrean. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Don't worry, I'm going to take care of you in a minute.
My prescience has failed me.
Damn.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Wounded one, killed one.
My ears are ringing.
On it.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. One fewer target. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Hello.
Let's proceed.
I'll warn you if I hear anything.
Yay.
The future is never certain.
If such is the Emperor's will.
Stuff. A shotgun. Which I will probably not use.
Something ominous lurks ahead.
The shotgun really did not ingratiate itself towards me that well.
Say no more. Quiet. They're trying to tell me something.
Yes, I know. Look, right now I'm pretty sure both of our skulls feel exactly the same.
The light of terror shines for us.
Alright.
What deeds await
Now,
us?
let's open a door.
The Emperor favors me today.
Alright, cool. And we're all leveled up.
Onward.
Light of terror, guide our way.
So, if you're curious as to what kind of commissar I'm going to play,
I dare not provoke the whispers.
I'm going to play Dogmatic. Because funny.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Are you lost, my heir? An apparition, a sorceress apparition, trickery of the warp. Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. I am a rogue trader, Ludus Infinium. I am wherever my will demands me to be. Would you prefer to be elsewhere at this time? Indubitably, but are you ready? I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith and step into the flames, the Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. To the void with you, we need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. The people, Ludus Infinium, the survivors from the middle decks, we must help the crew, lead them out, find a way around. Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Ludus Infinium. What are you waiting for? Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. Pop, pop, pop.
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
The Emperor protects Seneschal.
Indeed he does. Huh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What, we'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
No element holds power over the righteous. Cough, cough. Ludus Infinium, do my eyes deceive me? I could swear I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire, with the rest following in your wake. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back. Indeed it is, Ludus Infinium. Your wounds. Look closely at Ethelthrad. Ethelthred does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin at his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, consequence of contact with the warp. You're not in the best of shape yourself, Ethelthred. Notice the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes, the warp is taking its toll, but I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Valancius bloodline to the end, and if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it. My faith will keep me upright with a weapon in my hand, that is all that matters. Pray, forgive my insistence, I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who has passed a trial by fire. Literally. I've gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon, yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform when did you and she part ways. It was at this very elevator, Master Ethelthred. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the arch-militant, headed to her chambers to receive an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts. This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the bridge. Conrad Voigtver was spotted there, and even with scant intelligence on his activities, I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerer's rituals. The traitor has resorted to witchcraft. We must stop him at once. I will go to her chambers. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, Ludus Infinium, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
I'll warn you if I hear anything.
Please do. That's all I wanted. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Oh. That was eerily timed.
The future is never certain.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
The light of terror shines for us.
Yay.
Something ominous lurks ahead.
Yes, I am aware. Okay. Press any button.
A nice little stroll.
That's bad.
Let's proceed.
Let's take that. Take that. Take that. Now let's deal with this.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Voidsphere wished humiliation and suffering on Theodore, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. If you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that it is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. There's a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. That'd be... And send shivers down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodore von Valencia, signed it with the seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunt heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Yes and no. That's half true? They're not really secret police? They're not a secret at all? An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety of the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he.
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Tainted witchcraft. Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Yeah, okay.
Blessed be the road that we take.
The Emperor is with us.
Let's move me to here. Her to here. Her to here. Him to here. Let's have some fun, okay, ladies and gentlemen?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. I took care of this one. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Well.
Strike is a prayer.
Yay.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Damn. Okay. Let's see.
Will do. But of course.
Ew, that hurt. Yay.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Let's see. Finest hour. And for him, I shall take Commanding Voice. And contempt. Fresh target. Camaraderie.
I go where the whispers lead.
Now to the bridge.
What deeds await us?
Alright, let's do...
I'm at your service. Let me help.
There we go.
Look no further.
And let's do one last little check of inventory. Going to give that to Abelard. If I remember right, there's a cape. They don't... I haven't picked it up yet. 10 bonus to commerce and lore Imperium. To tech use. That's going to be her for right now. Alright. Do I have anything else? No. Okay.
Say no more.
The first sacrifice opens the eye.
Hey, Poseidon.
The second
What's this game about? It is about being a rogue trader. I don't know how to answer that one, in all honesty. Any, you become a rogue trader. It's a lot like, you'll see. Trader, Trader. Well, you could also be a traitor, I guess. One of the trees you could go down there is dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical, so yeah, it's possible, I think. Theodora von Valancius is dead. I found her in the Arch-Militant in her stead. God Emperor preserve us. The rogue trader is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain in the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp ringing in the air. This is the end. We have Baldur's Gate 3, but less intensive graphics. Possibly? This is the end. We will all perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the Dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed. I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating. Commissar answer. I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. Words worthy of a righteous soul. You're an insane one, let's be honest. Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge. Then we have no right to bow our heads. Year. We are out of time. Ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with honor. Again, a very commissar answer. No, Ludus Infinium. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No, it will be not like this. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it, and you see to it that the void ship breaks free from the war. Watch over our realm and farewell. Accursed traitor, time will come when you bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches towards his death. What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Oh, good.
Suffer not the heretic to live.
Alright. So, we're going to move me here. We're going to put Abelard here. There. And there. First off, no. Before I do that, let's do this. At all costs. How the fuck do you miss that? That is a chaos spawn.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's
Yay.
judgment.
I'm not the enemy.
Oh, it angy. It very angy. Would what, Poseidon?
I've suffered worse. It will be done.
I've never felt pain like this.
You're all going to die, so it doesn't matter to me.
Was that you?
It's a meme joke about fucking. Oh, okay.
Anything else? Will do.
Zippy zappy, you're gonna die. There we go. Sister Argento, would you mind introducing him to your freaking bolter? Thank you.
Doubt is
There's a chance. Ooh! Damn!
Just a minor setback.
Catch these hands!
Victory is imminent.
Stop being a little bitch and stop healing. Actually, I think I just killed all. Well, I didn't kill. You killed all your friends. Let's do this.
But of course,
This.
was it you? Or the whispers called to me.
Don't worry, we've almost killed it. Can I not do that?
I'll do it.
Ew. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Tongue.
It will be done.
As I just eat into it.
I've never felt pain like this.
I'm okay if you pass out.
Used to shirk one's duty.
End it. Alright.
I'm resting.
Yes,
We are the spearhead
dare
of
not
the
provoke the
Imperium.
whispers.
Got all that.
Oh, this master
The heir
craft.
is dead. He sacrificed himself.
To save the entire dynasty.
Yes.
A noble deed. Let the crew offer prayers for the hero who renounced his impure life in the name of humanity.
Ravor, Master Helmsman, System Status Report. By the Empress, the Seneschal, living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. We need to reestablish contact with the Navigator Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Restore the Voxtron to the Navigator Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare the translation to real space. Ludus Infinium, you may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You're the only one who speaks for House Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take your place in the ritual that is about to commence. I am ready. Begin the ritual. Yeah, I don't care about this. I've already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion. Yeah, just piss off. Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means the Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory along with that of all who died today. Seneschal, will you tell us now who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Yay.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Yay. No navigator. No engine seer. A huge chunk of the crew missing. Well, let me correct that. Dead. And that was actually the prologue. And then I get to have this little meeting right here. I wish to remain a commissar, not a rogue trader. I'm just going to blast past this, honestly, just because it's more of I'm just kind of, I've again been through this whole damn it. I've been through this meeting, like, again, 3-4 times now. I just want it to be done, honestly, and then I can get on with the exciting part of the game. Which, in between this stream and the next stream, I will be, I'm going to create a party. I'm going to create a party of all, like, quote-unquote mercenaries to, handle everything going forward, because I like mercenaries. and I have an idea of what kind of party I want to have set up, and they're all going to be dogmatic, because of course they are. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if there are any particular things you would like me to do in the game that I haven't gotten to yet. Try and keep it as spoiler free as possible. Just say, when you reach this character, do this, even if I have no clue who the hell that is. Then I will at least be able to know, like, oh, okay, at this character, I must do this for the chat. But that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!